We're going to map that out, collect the data, and once a week send it back, fly it back from the vessel to Australia, where Geoscience Australia will process that data and analyse it. And who knows, they may find something themselves, and indeed we may learn a lot about the southern Indian Ocean. Simon Mawson, CNN, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia.
And before we go, a quick reminder of our top stories. The public is hereby informed that His Excellency, the President of the Republic of the Gambia, Sheikh Professor Alhaji Dr. Yahya A. J.J. Jammeh, acting under the provision of Section 71(1) and 71(3) of the Constitution of the Republic of the Gambia, has appointed Mr. Pa Usman Jaju as Minister of Environment, Climate Change, Water Resources, Parks and Wildlife with effect from 19th May 2014. President Jammeh has urged individuals and institutions to discharge their responsibilities with a high sense of morality. American farmers seeking to invest in the agriculture sector have held talks with the Secretary General and Minister for Presidential Affairs and the Civil Service. Minister Balagabe Jahumpa has jetted into Banjul alive and well, days after completing his treatment in Spain. International crews looking for the wreckage of Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 have suspended their seemingly unending search for 2 months. And Mali's foreign minister has called it quits in the wake of the heavy defeat government forces suffered at the hands of Tuareg MNLA separatists. Well, that was all in this edition of the News at 10. Thanks for watching and good night.
Like to recognize, though she's going to receive an award, but for protocol reasons I have to recognize the Dean of the Diplomatic Corps in the Gambia, and is also the High Commissioner for Nigeria in the Gambia. And that's why you hear Nigeria's name in the Gambia, because of one woman, Her Excellency Mrs. Esther Audo. Please, Your Excellency, can you stand up? We see you. I would also like to introduce to you, because this evening we were supposed to have the only gentleman you saw yesterday among the first ladies here. He is the Minister of Presidential Affairs, Civil Service, and Secretary General to the President. And he is Mr. Honorable Momadou Sabali. He was supposed to be here with us this evening, but due to unavoidable circumstances, he couldn't be with us. So he asked the wife, if I am not there, my better half should be there. That's why Mrs. Jaina Basar Sabali is here. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the press, we're almost coming to the end, and it's always sad when we come to the end because we all have to leave. And I'm sure tomorrow, by tomorrow this time, most of you will be in Lagos or joining your flights to the east or to the west or to the south or to the north of Nigeria. And we are all, and to the central, and we are all going to miss you. And like I said in my opening remarks yesterday, this is an opportunity for all of us to make contacts, network, so that it will not end here. And one of the chairpersons this afternoon, in one of the afternoon sessions, also said that we hope that WAF this time will come out with a blueprint. And I'm promising that we are going to come out with a blueprint. So not only that, we have told Mr. Charles, in South Africa we had the 20 eminent women of Africa. But in Gambia tomorrow we are going to close with our conclusion. Not only going to Burundi next year by the grace of God, but also to see that we'll assist Charles to have Women Advancement Forum to be institutionalized as a world organization. That every year, when you have the World Economic Forum, you hear the World Tourism Organization Forum, you will hear the Women African Forum. Like I said when I was closing this afternoon session, and I'm sure, Mr. Charles, that is going to be our major conclusion tomorrow. So today is not for talking. Today is to award women that has stand out distinctly in their own careers and in their own works. And we want them to be a good role models. That's why they have been chosen out of the lot to be honored tonight. Others will be honored too. Very soon, next year in Burundi, we'll be awarding other women and other personalities and other gentlemen that are organizations that share their work with WAF so that the African women can prosper and progress. We want to see one day when we have not only as housewives, but all the positions in the world are occupied by women, so that we can rule. Like somebody was saying, we have to be decision makers. Yes, and it's high time. That word decision making we've been hearing from UN to ECOWAS to AU to ITO to WTO, now to be at the Women Advancement Forum. So once again, thank you very much. I congratulate in advance all those who are going to receive awards. And it's also my singular honor, Mr. Chairman, to introduce Mrs. Aisha Aja Ali Ibrahim to come and say some few words of inspiration, and so that the women can also take a lead from you. Aisha.
This year we can see men. Last year it was just Charles. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, I'm overwhelmed with the gathering of the caliber of persons in this hall today. I remember last year we promised that we were going to continue to support Charles to make the WAF grow bigger and bigger. And as we can all see, this is an improvement to what we had last year. Women really can. Chief Mrs. Alaba Lawson, I continue to recognize and appreciate her. She's an inspiration to me in Nigeria, and since we met at the WAF event last year, she will not let us rest. Yes, and she will say, okay, let's move, and all of us will just keep moving behind her. And that is the spirit we want in every woman here. We want to keep moving. We want to keep encouraging ourselves. We want to mentor. Don't forget that wherever you get to, if you don't mentor at least one woman, then you have not succeeded. I was mentored by the late Professor Jade Shola Akonde Koka. For those who know her in Nigeria, she fought for women, and she kept on. She was my friend's mother, but she chose to mentor me because she saw the qualities in me, and she kept on saying, Aisha, don't sit like your friend. Come on, let's go. And she took me to all her programs. And today I continue to remember her, and I continue to recognize her wherever I go. So please, women, we must mentor so that we don't get forgotten. Wherever you are, your success is who you've been able to bring up to be like you. For us in logistics and transport, we continue to spread, and the countries that are here, that have not